listen to what's going on. Let's go listen to more and I think it kind of makes sense already. Alright, let's kick it off with something that's probably going to lose relations to Russia. So, to get into for a game setting on Russia, what was quoted as a slave library starts to listen more to Holy Britain is also the most dangerous race. I can't do anything, I can't do anything. I might do it. Listen, already, the librarians are some of the most dangerous creatures out there. One or two, God forbid, don't like it. But what he's facing full attack. Yeah, remember, never come back to the side. You're back, die. If a beast gets nervous, move away. But slowly, and it can shoot. Well, look or don't look. Librarians are massive, at least in the we can cover the novel portion of the book. They also appear to be all Earth, standing much taller than human. They sport massive arms capable of carrying an average person. Their skin is full of as tough as it can. The arms themselves but the arms also contain more muscle but that's not to say we never live on this earth. Their rough calluses to me to walk also appreciate the way nature walks on its toes rather than flat-footed like its primate ancestors. Because of this structure that mimics predatory animals, the librarians were actually fairly quiet. But a lot of the librarians are very large, as such as and much better than humans. The librarian can survive multiple shots to the body and face other weapons. However, they are not invincible. Given enough blunt force trauma, it can knock them out. If I say a truck running into them at full speed. In the novel, the arms are much thinner, but the very old creature is much larger. And the head of the librarian is only getting a look at, but I have bad news for you. The only way to survive is to get a look at it. Just staring at the eye. First, let's cover what you do. The face is actually somewhat odd. Like, they have one lip that covers the dagger-like. This has caused by the nose and lip pieced together. All formations. Their eyes appear black as onyx in sunlight, but others possessing the back of the eye, which is basically like the shine light of dogs and lights that reflection of canvas. So that's going to cause the light to act like it's low. This suggests the creature has evolved to be able to navigate the dark libraries and reflect light back into the eye, but they are in conditions. It appears the creature has to be absolutely there is from fighting forces from great that are now just inside the head the behavior of the librarian is very weak, but in other ways it's also very useful. It's actually not intelligent itself. Down laboratories here's some territory. In fact, some territory is jumping. The librarian committed basically wanted to have a right to open its jaw. Clarity of the library is also one of the advanced importance. Recognize the eye, it will stop its attack on if you have shot it or hurt it in any way, it will attack. If you can mindset the eye, it's a challenge, which is why we see trying to study to make sure it's down and fade right challenge. Like librarians, stop them in the tracks, and as long as you maintain that eye contact, in some cases, they will actually run away with you, suggesting that it will be more dominant, even though, just like the gorillas IRL, these are pretty hard. Let's just say that they aren't too well understood, which is to be expected as a studying them in earnest in possible. It's not to say that they aren't extremely intelligent. In one instance, parts of them are able to count library. Of Daniel's writing accuracy. It didn't rearrange certain words to tell artists using these words for example to understand context. Another instance is there exists how violent librarian library books clearly nobody's talking about these things in the library. The place is not right. Yes, they have some ability to read and understand this. Two words suggest understand language form. Turning to their territorial use for the library is a safe spot. Not straight much of the building itself, although some courtyard right outside the library. This also seems to suggest that understanding there exists a lot of dangers out there, so they realize that another tip is setting traps, walling off approaching a hole in the wall is nearly placed not just there, place. Are you grabbed by a librarian is questioned. Yeah, back in the pool, this upon realizing you can't, it's really frustrating. The librarian also all about punching around the room. Locking you in, possible. And even in the vents, what can we see waiting past the woman here? And even though it clearly cannot hit the side, it has a sense of object permanence as it knows you are there regardless of the limits. And if you are too close, so the diet of librarians is what you would expect it to be. Much like their vents and source of their omnivores. In the novel, they actually grow plants from the rather than just foraging so pure scavengers. They also eat other humans. While I am certain they are more than likely not picky about what meat they come across, and it's not like they have a case of humans, they will still eat any person unlucky enough to be seen upon by the librarians. With those teeth, I'm pretty sure they will make short work. I would imagine that they would eat other mutant animals in the process if they are able to kill them. The origin of the librarian is not very well understood. There exist two lines of thought. Clearly they are primates in terms of behavior and overall look. It's easy to draw the conclusion that they are just mutated gorillas, as there exists this human Moscow that housed a lot of animals. And then two questions remain. How did they survive the last of Moscow? They were on the surface, and why did they take directly to the library instead of any other standing buildings in the area? There should not really have existed any in the library they're moving to. But I will tell you what was in the library during the blast. Humans. In my opinion, the librarians are humans that have mutated due to radiation. They were able to survive the blast under the library, and most of the buildings still appear to withstand it. They farmed in the area and lived. Eventually, mutations happened. Probably rather quickly. They still kept some of their human intelligence in it. Speaking is beyond a gorilla now, so I doubt radiation can get to this ability. However, I do believe radiation can degrade humans' ability to sleep, making it rare in this librarians. So I'm going to go with mutated humans, because it appears radiation brings you down in evolutionary jump and not advances. But I know what you're saying on the other side of the screen already. What about the dark ones? They seem to be more advanced even though they're dealing with radiation. Now we're not going to my explanation of librarians and information technologies. I believe that numerous times that, in fact, there is a so doses of radiation and human intervention. In a lot of cases, creation by nature versus creation by man. If you look at the dark one and the librarian, you will see some striking similarities in terms of body and face. But again, one was designed by nature to thrive and does so, while the other was designed by man. It really shows you what humans value versus what nature values. I know I'm on a tangent with this right now, but I literally made this connection while writing my script, and it's really cool that these two creatures could be from the same species, but appear so radically different. Anyways, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my video explaining the librarians in Metro 2033. What do you guys think, human or gorilla evolution? I'd love to hear your answers down in the comments. And also, good news, I have set up a Discord. Now I just need to figure out how to link it correctly so you can actually join it. So look down in the description for that. Also, shout out to my patrons support at the $5 level. We have Matt, John, so really hope I said that correctly. And also, huge shout out to my $50 patrons. I really do appreciate your support of this channel and your dedication to it. So, thank you. So, if you would like to consider supporting this channel, I'll drop it in the description. If you guys did like this video, don't forget to leave a like. If you liked it enough, and would like to keep up with the channel, smash that sub button. As always, I will see y'all in the next video.
Started again, and it's still like me, definitely. It's an all-in-one AI assistant that search for any favors, full topics, full words, no someone right away because you think about it. We hope it can be for avenues to search.
Yeah, that's it. That's basically it. End of the tunnel, it's right there.
Any humans here?
Yep, that's it. That's basically it. And the prologue.
Scarcity and its post-war Moscow. So territorial, in fact, that they will run into gunfire and heavily armed men in some cases. They will actually win. Also, I just want to point out, I'm pretty sure in every single video I've made, I have said Moscow in a different way. So, fun fact, just go write that down, because I keep looking up the word. God help me, I don't know how to pronounce it. Moscow. Anyways, of course, they have another aspect to thank for that, basically them winning. It's going to be their large numbers and how they grow. Their morphological traits of the Salis is one adapted to an extremely hostile environment. You would think living on the ground there would be less predators, but just like the creatures that live on the surface, they too must change to thrive where they live. The Salis is going to be a large bipedal organism with a relatively huge shape. However, even being bipedal, they will use their knuckles much like an ape to aid in walking. The reasoning is they were actually quadrupedal before the little longer than the legs, in 3 digits. These digits are going to be tipped with razor-sharp claws used for slashing into pretty much anything, but also digging the tough permafrost of the tundra. There's another claw that seems to jut out from the arms of the Sollies, but this could just be used for a weapon. It is possible that it is the vestigial remains of a figure, and I think vestigial in a sense that it can't be used as a figure, used in pretty much the attacks. It creates another point of contact. Makes sense considering the animal at the digigrade, whereas humanity does not. It's kind of strange how humans ended up that way. Anyways, saving the best for last, let's look into the actual eyes of this thing. And you can really get a good look at its face. The skin only appears to exist on half of the face. The eyes of the creatures further back are relatively small, suggesting that it doesn't actually that it doesn't see, or it just has very good vision. The portion closest to the mouth shows how close it has to the mouth. There's going to exist which is an indication and eyes sight. Or by stacking like teeth at the same person's face. Ultimately, this creature than likely will not be able to so there's a high chance it will kill you even if you get it. There is no armor on the Sollies, but it does contain a tough layer of skin which can survive point-blank gunfire. Even with a shotgun from a range as close as the barrel pressed against it, the creature can live with a shot and continue to attack. The issue also remains that this creature is agile and running by running on the walls. If you find yourself in a cat, which is nothing, just led down range. Coming above your head without you even knowing it. Specialization is very successful. Counter-Sollies, as stated, they are arms. But if you are these guys, not even shots down, the issue remains they attack in masses, overpowering and killing. It would be the Solly Slayer who not keep head. Explosives. And last night there was a change in the physiological structure becoming packed. More muscle was packed onto the arms and shoulders rather than the torso. The head also got larger and had kind of like they ditched a round pig head and replaced it with an angular, visible jawline. The skin is still pulled back to the front around the nose, and the mouth is still very visible and very jagged. The dark Sollies appear to be stronger than their pink cousins. They will have darker hair on portions of the body, and they are going to be physically tougher than the common Sollies. Able to take more damage and also deal more damage, this creature is going to be a lot tougher to deal with, so I will give it due respect it deserves. They appear also interestingly to congregate around the center of the metro, which to me, maybe their interaction with humans is a tougher variant, because they're probably fairly aggressive forces. Dark Sollies will retain their agility and speed, making them deadly, if not more so, considering they are tougher kills. Next exists the Green Sollies. They have a similar strength and lethality to the Dark Sollies, however, strangely, they also seem to emit a radioactive fog. This has apparently caused the creature's skin to turn green, much like the radiation emits. They also have another thing going on. They are actually going to
Has anyone seen him? The captain said
they will take even more damage from a Dark Solid.
The peasant said him.
Last, we have the plated Solids. Now, I guess ignorant to the fact that these guys exist, they are very, very rare and very rarely seen back in matches. In the standard campaign, it is Hans DLC in a flashback, so I didn't need that. You don't run into this basically what I'm going to say, but it does appear to be armor plating on the body. which is obviously the big resistant
Station
bullets.
survive
Plating
much
also
longer
does
if
not
these attachments
affect the agility of the needle, making it pretty much the most deadly of solids. It's a standard. There's more than that. So where do these guys actually come from? Well, judging by the nose and propensity to live underground, it's pretty clear to me. Just led down range. Coming above your head without you even knowing it. Specialization is very successful. Counter-assaults, as stated, they are arms. But if you are these guys, not getting shots down, the issue remains they attack in masses, overpowering and killing. And it would be the Solly Slayer who not keep head. Explosives. And last slide, there was a change in the physiological structure becoming packed. More muscle was packed onto the arms and shoulders